is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm
Oh,
married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler. Oh, are we starting already?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
We're in it.
Thanks for the warning.
We're neck deep in it.
In it to win it.
Technically, we're up to our mouths because our microphones are there. So
Wow.
think about that.
What episode is it, Jake?
Episode-
I'm Tyler.
Yeah, that's Jake. I'm Tyler. Now you're confused.
You
Actually.
fucking up, man.
That's Tyler.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Jake.
I'm Jake.
I had to think about it.
I'm Jake.
Stop it. The bit's over. You son of a bitch.
You never let the bit
Why do you
go
gotta,
to its logical.
every time we got something planned?
Some people enjoy the long cerebral bits.
You enjoy this cerebral? Do you hear yourself? Man.
That was probably the best. Cerebral, shut your fucking high horse mouth, you fucking punk.
Wow, we're a minute 20 in, and you're already throwing F-bomb.
Fuck.
Start over. This is episode 116.
Oh,
We're rolling with the punches, man. We gotta.
so what was the one we did on Saturday or Sunday?
So we did a bonus episode, 115.
Point five?
No, just 115.
Wow.
I'm saying give it a whole number. You know.
It was a whole episode.
Yeah. So the point.
It was a whole lot
the
of pain getting through that episode because of the damn RoboCop 3.
Woof.
Ugh.
And we watched it with ads because I was too lazy to plug in my PlayStation.
Here's the funniest thing, dude. So I don't know. Did we mention this in the podcast that we had to fast forward because it was so bad?
Yeah.
But every once in a while it would stop at like a point, at a really good point, and we get some of the story, and then we'd be like, we need to watch a little bit, see what the context is.
Yeah. Then we saw the Pimpmobile chase.
Oh my god!
Which, by the way, we have been dealing with some audio issues for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It really was pretty bad last time around. I'm working on it. I think I just got to get a new piece of equipment because I've had this one for like 7 years. So I probably need to upgrade that. So bear with us. I'm trying to do the best we can with it, and then hopefully in a few weeks we'll have a new piece of equipment.
Bear with us. Guess what?
Sometimes you gotta upgrade.
My long box this week is going to surprise you if we have time for one.
If we do. All right.
Okay.
Whoa! Back at you. We had some. Again, we were dealing with some technical difficulties.
Yeah, the fact that I just cannot exist in this world anymore.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I tried to hold it throughout the show.
All right, so we got an interesting episode ahead.
I
of
can't
us.
wait to hear that little clip.
We got a lot of clips.
No, I can't wait to hear that little.
No, I deleted it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did.
That would have been so funny. 1 minute I'm crying, and the next minute, what's going on?
No, I saved that, buddy.
I don't care.
You know what? I'm fucking done.
So
let's talk about
off panel, off topic, episode 116.
We already said that.
Okay.
Whatever.
Fine.
First thing we're going to talk about, I want to make a joke here. Because
First, I got a joke.
we're going to talk about Gen V, but we're only going to talk about one episode. Because, hey, I take partial responsibility.
No, I had all weekend to watch all three.
We decided last minute we were going to cover it. Because we didn't know, like, I just forgot, just like Loki, I forgot about
Sunday night, I really wasn't doing much.
The actors are still on strike, so they're not promoting anything. So I'm like, oh shit, Loki's
Monday
coming
night,
out.
I wasn't doing much.
Yeah,
I started watching it this morning before work.
you were watching the Seahawks decimate the Giants.
No, I wasn't watching that either.
Oh.
I was making all my picks for my radio show, but no.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. But so, and
What?
I never by the way, last minute, and we decided to do the RoboCop thing instead of watching it because we talked
Which
about
would have
watching
been
it
way
together.
better watching Gen V.
Yeah, we should have watched Gen V. But
RoboCop 3 was hot garbage.
so I have seen all 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't spoil the other 2 for you. I will.
Thanks, Dick.
I will say
So mean.
that the teaser at the end isn't setting up the season. It's setting up the arc of the first 3 episodes.
So, what teaser? Like an after credits teaser?
Yeah, because
of the first
at the end of
episode?
the first episode, there's like a montage of like what's coming on the board.
No,
on
I didn't
Gen V.
watch that.
Okay, well that kind of like
Shit.
previews the next 2 episodes, but regardless,
But I want to talk. There's a couple specific things I want to talk about, especially because it's really fresh in my mind. I watched like the first 20 minutes before I went to work this morning, and then I watched the rest of it before I came out here tonight. And but no, I mean, just as long as I get to talk about a few specific things. But yeah, let's talk about Gen V.
I already made the thumbnail, so now I got to make a new thumbnail. Just
What are you talking about?
the thumbnail for the YouTubes
Yeah.
for the internet. I gotta make a new one.
Why does the old one say 1 to 3?
Yes, you son of a bitch. But I never specified that there were 3 episodes, to be honest. And then you're like, oh shit! After the first episode ended, you saw episode 2 pop up.
Okay, so
I almost thought there was 4 episodes because it started to say episode 4, but then it was
Right.
just like a promo for the
all
next few episodes.
so all of your stuff is very true. I did have Sunday and Monday to watch it. I didn't even look at the actual show. I mean, when I went on Prime, it was one of the things up top, promoed.
Mhm.
They have those little dots. It was one of the things, and I was like, okay, yeah. But I never actually clicked on it to get to the page of the show.
Yeah.
As soon as I did this morning, that's when I saw, well, there's 3 episodes there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping I'd be able to cram it in.
Wow. I will just, like I said, I'll just speak in generalities of the characters of where I think I'm not going to say anything. I'll be as vague as possible. Just being like, I think you'll enjoy this person's arc or where their character's going.
Well, the one thing is the writing and acting for The Boys and this show so far is awesome. I am really disappointed that Clancy Brown is not going to be around.
Yeah, and I was interested to see Patrick Schwarzenegger and what he could do.
Yeah.
Because that's Arnold's son.
I mean, we did get to see his wang, sort of.
Golden boy.
Golden boy.
I love you.
You're uncut.
But he definitely looks like Arnold. Like, if you looked at him, like, oh, yeah.
That's the thing
It's
is,
like Wyatt Russell.
I don't think I realized that until you said it just now. I think I saw it before I started watching the first episode, but then before he really became a part of the episode, I had to go to work.
This isn't spoiling anything.
No.
He was cast in a lead role, so he shows up in flashbacks.
I'm sure.
With like,
well, there's the Woods issue, and what the fuck is going on there?
Well, they're solving a conspiracy, so he's going to be in like recordings and shit and flashbacks because these characters knew him before.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of males on online, Twitter, YouTube, what have you, who just continually fight against this. What it's really like to be a woman. When they have those like Reddits or whatever or something comes out, you know what I mean? And there's like a giant thread, and just every, it's just like 1,000 like replies like immediately, because like it's a thing. Like, how do you avoid, being alone, whatever, and like, okay, well, I have my keys like this, and well, I have, all that stuff, right? And it's all true. But there's a lot of these right-wing shitheads who like to, say that's not real, whatever. They're anti-feminist, they're anti-whatever. And there's a moment where what is it, Little Cricket?
Little Cricket?
Emma? The blonde.
Yeah, I don't remember her superhero name, but yeah, it's Emma.
Emma. So there's a moment where like the dude that she just met, who's like hottie, I mean, obviously, and this is a universal thing for men and women. Like when you first meet somebody that you're really attracted to, like you kind of find yourself maybe, like if that other person asks you to do something, like you're like, well, I maybe wouldn't, but since you're, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's a moment where he's asking her about like getting small and hanging off his dick and all this shit, right? Now, we know why she's, like, reacting the way she is, because she's got to vomit, which is fucked up.
Yeah, this is how we find out.
Right.
That she has to vomit to shrink, which is fucked.
But it's a universal thing that, I mean, I think everybody, like, I don't think that was her first time, the character, I don't think. I don't know. But I think universally, everybody's had those moments where you're with somebody you're really attracted to, and you're like, okay. I mean, I don't really want to, but I will.
Honestly, there's a reason I really, really love what they're doing with The Boys, and it sucks because it's working, so you're still seeing copycats of it. It's like we never learn these things. It's like it was because we've had evil Superman before, but that was like Homelander was making it much bigger with Amazon, because Amazon pumps so much money into this show and continues to pump money. Like, this is one of their tentpole franchises, because the fact that they're spinning it off, and I gotta say, looks pretty good. Like, it doesn't look bad. At least that first episode when
I had no
Golden Boy
issues.
ripped those dudes' arms off,
And then they put them back on.
and it looked cool.
I had no issues with any of the special effects in this episode at all.
Yeah, and I think that again goes to the testament of the show. I mean, last season they made a fucking 11-foot dick for that guy to walk in. Like,
well, she had to have been hanging on some sort of giant during that sequence.
Probably was just like, yeah. I feel
Which, by the way, I'm glad that it became. I'm glad that it turned out to be a lot more comical.
Yeah, they played it
rather
for
than
laughs.
traumatic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which, you know what? Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Another reason I love this, because this show is still a satire and a social commentary.
Yeah.
And it's saying something about the genre, but it's not as mean-spirited and nasty as the comic book. So in the comic book,
was there a Gen V comic book?
This is I don't know if they were called Gen V. They might have called something else. I stopped reading after like the third volume of the book. I just couldn't do it. I'm like at some point, I'm like, yeah, there's some funny bits, but it's just like
it's old hat.
It's just old. It's just edgelordy shit.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, there's some like.
There's got to be an end. There's got to be There's got to be a spooge.
There's nothing. What I've always appreciated about the show is when they've ever done sex like this, it's usually done for laughs or shock value.
Yeah.
It's never anything like a sexual assault, which is in the Boys comic book.
Yes.
And it's like moments like that where it could have been traumatic, and it probably was in the book. I don't know. I don't care to read it. I only care to watch the shows.
Yeah.
I like the shows.
Yeah.
It could have probably been traumatic, but yeah, they play it for laughs. So you are like, okay, it's not her favorite thing to do, but she's still getting enjoyment out of it. And
yeah, I mean,
and it ends with her
yes
slapping him on the
and
ball
no.
sack,
I mean,
which,
what she's doing is she likes him so much she's willing to do something she doesn't want to do,
right,
to make sure that there's I just don't think these right-wing assholes like have any idea what it's like, and I don't either, what it's like to be a young woman. But
yeah.
I mean, when you're just kind of trying to figure stuff out, I imagine, I'm sure when I was with my first girlfriend or two, if they would have said something that I maybe wasn't into doing, that I probably would have, because I liked them or whatever. And from just talking to girlfriends over the years and stuff, there's times that they've like, well, I didn't really, I liked the guy, so I gave him a blowjob. I didn't really want to, but whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of these right wing guys like just don't really understand like what it's like to be a young teenager and like trying to figure this shit out. And this show is really, really good at showing so many traumatic like young person moments that happen to you in your youth.
It gets better the next two episodes. Yeah. I think the third episode, because it's funny because you can always tell like, okay, we're gonna release these first 3 episodes at once, so we have to have.
Oh, I'm gonna watch them when I get home.
It was like watching old like DC cartoons or Marvel cartoons. It's like we're gonna start this show on a 3-episode arc, and then that will lead into this grander scale, grander scheme, and it's done so well. It's funny. It's dark. It's sad.
I like that Jordan
crazy.
Turned out to be like a hero of sorts. In the first episode.
Yeah. Oh, Jordan's arc's great too.
Didn't she get killed? They?
There's actually a really good.
I'll bet you the right wing dudes are fucking loving the fucking character.
Oh yeah, dude. I guarantee you.
Oh my god.
No, they won't touch it. You know why? Because
why?
they didn't cover it after. This was the second season where that dude was like a Reddit guy who just shot some foreign store owner on the show, You
Oh,
remember?
on
He was,
the boys.
yeah, he was being like radicalized by Stormfront and,
Yeah.
Homelander. Like ever since then, they didn't want to fucking talk about it or cover it. They did the same thing with Peacemaker. When Peacemaker started doing the shit with white supremacists and stuff, they were like, "Oh, it's fucking bullshit, woke fucking Hollywood." Like they. So I imagine they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, there's a trans character.
So they're
we
not
don't want to
just-
watch this. This is stupid."
Right. So
It
not
doesn't
only
make money for them to hate on.
right
This.
are they? So not only are they liars and cheats, but they're also fucking cowards too.
Or they watch it in secret.
Have
like a
no
bunch of
spine.
cowards. I bet you they love it.
Right.
That's why they're called grifters.
Well, somebody's pegging them.
Yeah. Wow. I liked.
By the way, let's.
I liked Patrick Schwarzenegger. He plays Luke, or Golden Boy. I liked his. It's frustrating that he only gets like that
Chunk.
chunk in that first episode. I would have liked a little bit more. And again, I'm sure we'll get more flashbacks and like. You know, they're gonna keep him involved in the story, I think, because he's one of the leads. So I know he's gonna still be involved while they're patching this stuff together. This big mystery. It was a really good surprise. I really did enjoy the first 3 episodes. I think the first episode's great on its own. I watched that one separately, so I watched the first
So did I.
episode and then watched the next
Obviously.
2 on Monday.
So I'm gonna do the same thing because I'm gonna watch the next 2 tonight.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I mean,
Can we? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
well, I was just saying that, like, I mean, we kind of knew about it. We have talked about it at various times, off the air, on the air, whatever. But at no point was I like, I really wasn't like, oh, cool, I can't wait, whatever. And I don't know why I wasn't, because, dude, The Boys has been. You know what it made me want to do is go rewatch the fucking Boys, like from the beginning.
Yeah.
Honestly. I really like, but it's 3 fucking seasons. Isn't season 4 coming out?
Yeah. I don't know when, because it kind of got delayed with.
Maybe
the
I should do.
strikes
Maybe I
and
should
everything.
start doing it now. And then Loki's coming out on Thursday, which we'll talk about. But yeah, I think in general it's just. I don't know why I wasn't like, yeah, fuck yeah. Maybe it's been so long since I saw the end of The Boys.
Maybe. And
Also, The Boys ended on a really fucking like, ugh.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Right?
It's good. I love it. I love
Yikes.
that show so much. And, I don't think, and this is, again, an example that if you do something new and fresh and tell good stories, people will still enjoy it. Like, I love superheroes, and I love how much this attacks it, because
Skewers it.
it doesn't come from a level of hate like the books do, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
These guys are telling the story in a way of being like, we still love this material. Like, dude, the fucking Homelander, Soldier Boy, Butcher fight was awesome that last season. Like, they
Fuck
still
yeah.
have really good action sequences. Like, they still love that genre. And it's like, it's really cool to see them kind of poke fun at it. And I always think we should poke fun at things. We take shit way too seriously.
You think, I mean, if you don't think that the guys who make The Boys and Gen V, if you don't think that they go out to their comic book store once a week and get their Spider-Mans and Batmans and whatever, X-Men, whatever, if you don't think they do that, then you're high, because it shows through,
which is why
in the material.
Which is why Garth Ennis' book is it Garth Ennis?
Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson.
Derek Robertson's a phenomenal artist.
I remember when he started at Marvel.
If you should read
way back in the day.
You should read it,
Hulk.
Transmetropolitan, because he does the art for it,
Yeah.
and it's written by Warren Ellis, who's the better writer. Anyway,
no, Robertson's style is like over the top, but it's like not. It's such a great style.
It's
The way
like
he
hyper
draws.
stylized but
Yes.
realistic.
Yes,
It's weird.
I
awesome.
love the way he draws. Like when guys are like shouting.
He really does a fucking a really good pissed off face.
Yeah, like I can just it's just.
I want to be clear. I don't think Garth Ennis is a bad writer. I
No.
just don't like his work.
I love the Punisher
That doesn't
shit
mean
that
it's
he
bad.
the
How does
Punisher
that mean
shit
it's
that he
bad?
did.
No, his Punisher works great.
Oh right. Oh,
I'm not saying it's bad. Like
with the Russian and.
I clearly found something I liked in those books because I read at least 3 trades before I kind of was like, it's just not working.
Well,
for me
right. I
anymore.
mean, yeah. Again, is it still going on?
No, it ended. I think it ended
Okay.
like right before the show.
Well, and
Something like
the other thing too is like I don't really care to read the comics or Walking
The show
Dead.
is good enough for me.
Right. Well, The Walking Dead first couple seasons.
Dude, those first, honestly, I really really liked The Walking Dead first like 100 issues. I really enjoyed, but I kind of fell off after like at issue 100,
well, how
and I
long do you
never
have
got
to
back on
fucking
track.
go?
I
You
think
know what I
he
mean?
got to like 273 or something.
Right,
like that.
but enough.
How
right?
many zombie comics can you make? You know, how long can you
Just
tell that
because you
story?
are selling a lot of them doesn't mean you have to keep going.
Well, that's why I fell off the show.
That's why
I'm not watching Dead City or fucking Daryl Dixon or whatever fucking
right.
spin
Or
off.
what was the Fear of the
Walking Dead and fucking oh hey Maggie, I bashed your husband's skull in front of you, but we're teaming up in this spin-off. Like what the fuck? I'm sorry, man. If someone bashed my wife's, I'm not gonna say her name because it sounds bad. If someone had did that,
if somebody did that to you, let's make it even less personal. If somebody did that to you,
my significant other.
Yes.
If it's you, a person,
right,
watch your significant other get brutally murdered.
Yeah,
and
you
then be
wouldn't
like, I gotta team up with this guy.
You would kill them.
No, I would never team up with that person.
No, we need to do it to survive. Hell no, I'm taking you with me, motherfucker.
But to that point,
I can't believe it took me this long.
To that point, I think this is why this is a good example of a good spinoff versus that, where it's nothing. I never watched that show, so I can't properly critique it. But it's like I don't really care because I'm already. Why would I want this side story of a zombie story that I'm already getting? Whereas Gen V, it's like, oh, we're going to show you a college setting. These are younger heroes. They're trying to figure things out. Which is something they did in the book. They had like a Teen Titans. It was like, what was it, Teenage Kicks or something like that? And Huey punches a hole through one of their chests on accident.
Who does?
Huey.
Oh, Huey.
Lewis in the news.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they ever get on this? You know? You feel like they can get a song on there, but where are we going with this, huh? The episode ends. The fact that they this is what makes me laugh about the writing. The fact that they constantly talk about Golden Boy's dick being out when he flames up, and then they have a close-up of someone punching his flamed dick in slow-mo, which is just hilarious.
My favorite thing was how, like, what was her name? Indira Shetty? She shows up in, like, the videos in the background. She's the head of the school.
The dean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I loved, like, I really liked how they continued with the theme of, like, these fucking nonsense fucking buzzwords that make no sense to anybody. I mean, they do if put in the right context, but it's also like, shut up and speak. Like, communicate. Don't buzzword me, you know?
I think it's interesting because I think it's kind of tackling a few...
What is it, like a superhero difference maker or something like that? Or superpowered difference, influence, whatever.
Another reason I like it is because the more I'm talking about it, and this is just in the first episode.
Yeah,
you get that feeling of they're touching on so many things. They're talking about the way that people manipulate college athletes and college sports, and make a ranking of these kids and say like these kids are better than these kids, and putting them in an arena where they have to fight each other, and it's like a little on the nose with the gladiator bit, but it's like it's funny that they're attacking that, and then with Jordan, the non-binary character, that gets dealt with in a interesting way, and like it's showing a way to tell an interesting story with a non-binary character, and make them an important character to the story, and not give some fucking losers to be like, well, they're just putting it in there for the LGBTQ agenda, and like it actually is an impactful story, and their story is interesting, and they've done such a really good job. And again, I'm going to speak in generalities for the rest of it for the next 2 episodes, but like,
yeah, you dick.
This is a show that understands its characters, and knows what it's trying to do with its characters.
Well, the acting is great. I mean,
so we haven't even touched on the biggest, most shocking thing in the episode, and that's the beginning. So we go back in time. We see A-Train getting drafted like the NFL draft. Like he had a jersey and everything.
He's the first black,
first
black person
soup on the team.
In the
And
team's history.
what's her name? I have it pulled up. Hold on. the main actress. I can't think of her name. Marie. That's the character's name. There we go. Jazz Sinclair. She's great in this.
Yeah.
And who's the younger girl? Oh, I gotta click it even more.
Or Marie or Moreau.
Yeah, Maria Moreau.
Yeah, Maria
She's the main
Moreau.
character.
Yeah, no, she's
So,
great.
Like how they tell that story of
Ugh.
her having her period,
Ugh.
and then because of her not understanding her powers and first realize, like, dude, that's so crazy.
And then her sister's like, I mean, look,
They're laying it on. Okay,
I would say the same thing if I saw my brother if that happened. I wouldn't understand it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the biggest. The tragedy is compounded by the additional tragedy of her losing her sister to a misunderstanding. Like if her sister could see inside of her head,
Yeah.
and see what just happened
know what she was
in the
do- yeah, she didn't
previous
have control of
30 seconds, she would be like, "Hey, come here. Let me hold you. I'm so sorry. Like, mom and dad are dead. Like that sucks. Like,
Yeah.
but but we're here and I need you to calm down, or whatever." I don't know, man.
But
I mean,
that's a perfect world.
even if she knew that, though, would she still forgive her? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was an accident, but you still killed our parents.
Yeah. And that like shook me, man. That was like, damn.
I wonder if she was because she kept lying about her origins to everybody that she met about her parents and stuff. I wonder if when she told Golden Boy that they had given her whatever when she was a baby, that serum.
yeah.
If that was the truth or
Compound V.
not.
Yeah.
Because if they did, kind of on them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You wouldn't give a baby superpowers.
So hey, sis, leave her alone. Be nice to your sister.
Be nice to Marie.
Just because she
But
brutally
she's
murdered
great.
your
I
parents.
like her arc that she goes on, and like that first episode is so crazy. And then to go from that, and then to present day of her like actually starting to learn how to control it. But then, they talk about it in the first episode. There's a really good scene between her and Emma, and I don't want to spoil it for you, so I think it's in the next episode. But you get more into it's in the next episode. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah, they haven't had too many heart to hearts in the first episode. I mean, it was
'Cause
they
the first
clearly
episode-
bonded right away, but
So
I wonder how she gets big again.
I don't know. They've never touched on that.
They haven't yet
Yeah.
because she goes away
I'm sure that
and then she comes
honestly,
back and she's big.
I'm sure they're going to touch on it in episode 4. I feel like they're going to touch on it in episode 4. That's a prediction.
Sure. She's starring in the thumbnail for episode 3.
Yeah, she's
Big old picture of.
she's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
anyway,
thought she was a really great actress too.
but to go from that and then to have her big heroic moment in that first episode, where Andre's fucking around with his powers because he's got like Magneto powers, and he makes a little swan out of a
Some
quarter.
douchebag cuts him or
Some
bumps
dude
him.
hits him and he
fucking
sticks a woman in
slices the fucking
the
neck
jugular.
open. Jesus.
And she was able to save her with her blood powers,
Yeah.
which is like with her. And it was a good juxtaposition of that scene of hearing, because even in that in that bar, she's thinking flashback to her mom. The flashbacks happen when the girl's bleeding out. Like it's just so well done, and I can't wait for more episodes.
Yeah.
And Tyler needs to catch up. Like a little.
Fuck you.
Whoa! All right.
You were just about to call me a little bitch.
You know what I was gonna call you? What you really are, dude. Oh, it's not connected.
Is this turned? Oh. Is this turned up?
The joke's dead.
Or you're a casserole.
I'm not a casserole. You know what? I feel pretty sure that I'm not a casserole. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You're a casserole. All right.
Fucking cast.
Whoa!
Wow.
Come on.
Come on.
Sounds better.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, Dylan.
Dylan.
Oh, it's-
Do you have the
All right.
Do you have the Cohagen one on there?
Oh, you know I do, dude. Come on. It's me you're talking to.
Come on, Cohagen, you got what you want. Give this people.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Come on, Cohagen,
wrong
you got
with
what you
you?
want. Give this people air.
Awesome.
Get your ass to Moss.
All
I
right.
fucking love you, Arnold. Wow. I do. I love him. I fucking love him. Big part of my childhood.
Arnold?
I'll eat your ass.
Wow.
On record.
Wow.
So let's talk about the Rippaverse.
Fuck. I was having a good time.
Oh no, you're gonna have fun because
Okay.
this is a silly topic.
No, I know I'm gonna have a good time because I'm spending time with you, my best friend.
with you.
Best friends. Doing a
Excuse me.
podcast. No,
So
but I also
because the face I made at you, keep going. Whoa, I was shocked. Finish your thought.
I don't have a thought.
You know who you sound like right now? You know what I'm saying to you?
Ew, fuck you.
Right there. All right. So the Rippaverse. Remember a few weeks, like
Yep.
might have been a month or so ago.
'Kay.
Maybe 2 months ago, we talked about Eric July possibly getting sued for the ISOM copyright. Well, it was tied to these guys, Dick Masterson.
Right.
And
I was actually listening to that episode 110. That's the one that I was talking to you about. Yeah.
him and Vito.
It's an incredibly convoluted, stupid thing.
Because Dick
But
Masterson
it's funny.
started. This has been going on since like May.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
It's just all silly. So I will say this. I want to get this out front. What I'm about to tell you, I think people unanimously.
Cannot leave this room.
Exactly. This episode cannot be published.
This episode will self-destruct.
So what happens is the producer of Dick Masterson's show, named Riley, had made like a logo called Clippaverse, and the joke was it's called the Clippaverse because he was going to shave Eric July's arm hair, or shave his shoulders because he's a very hairy man. Dumb joke, dumb gag. So he keeps, him and Dick Masterson and Vito and Eric July have been feuding and whatnot.
Mm.
And Eric July's big thing is always be like, you know what, man, pull up. These like these fucking keyboard warriors would never pull up on me, and whatever. And he's probably right for the most part. I'm not gonna pull up on them, man, because I don't believe in
I
fighting
don't really
people.
pull up on anybody.
Yeah, why would I pull up on anyone? But he was talking about, and we'll play a clip of this later. He was explaining of like, well, I'm talking about like if we're at a con or something in public, we just chop it up and talk or whatever. And I'm like, okay,
Are you sure?
sure. Because he gets pull up and he keeps saying, like, when you say pull up on someone, that usually means you're trying to fight them in some way. So this dude was like, and I don't know the lore behind this, but there's something with bunny emojis. I don't fucking know. That's a way of trolling Eric.
Dickheads being dickheads.
I'm also covering this because I want to show you like why the internet is such a dumb place sometimes.
It is a dumb place for everybody.
And also, I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
Everybody involved in this story, I don't really care for or I like at all. So I'm like, go ahead and fight each other.
Go
I
ahead
don't
and
give a
fight
shit.
each other,
I
you
think it's funny.
shitheads. You shitheads.
So, this guy Riley, he shows up to the store, like the actual storefront, or not storefront, excuse me, the warehouse for the Rippaverse comics. Doesn't go inside or anything. He's just in front of the door, and like I've seen the pictures, it's clearly in a publicly accessible parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "What now, Eric?" Pulled up, and it was him like holding, like putting $20 bills, like, "You can't ignore my super chats now," like joking, like he won't talk to him because whatever. Puts the money on the door, takes a couple videos, takes a couple pictures, and leaves. Excuse me. Not even like really vandalism or anything like that. It was just a stupid internet gag, and this led to a whole thing with Eric July being like, this is fucking too far. This is borderline stalking. This is a private property. And this whole, this isn't even listed. Like, you can't use Google Maps apparently for it.
What?
There's a whole thing.
No, I'm saying like,
But here's the thing. So he says all this stuff, and then there's this guy named Nick Rikeita who does this YouTube channel. I'm getting to this. I'm getting to it.
I'm shaking my head at what a fucking baby Eric July is. Jesus Christ.
This is what I love about the Griff
You can't
Report.
do that.
Tyler, this is what I love about the Griff Report sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I can just pull you down this weird rabbit hole with me and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Why are you making the butthole symbol?
Like this. You just squeeze like a butthole. So anyway.
I could barely see in there. What are we talking about?
I don't know. So anyway,
Buttholes.
yeah,
Okay.
it goes back and forth,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
Eric's being like, "This isn't a public place. It's private. It's not even listed. You can't get here.
Does it say something on the door?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
So anyway, Nick Rikeita for Rikeita Law on YouTube. I don't know if he's actually a lawyer or not. He seems to know things.
Sure. Why not? You know
Whatever.
Hey, I have a full head of hair.
I dude who I've watched a few videos of, and I'm like, I don't like him. Not for me. I don't like him. He just, I feel
but
like
he might know the law, so
he slings slurs around, and it's like, oof.
wow.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, not a fan, but I did find this whole interaction with him and Eric July very funny. So Nick is doing his live stream, and Eric July's in the chat, talking to him in the chat. So he's like begging to come on Rikeita Law's show, like on a YouTube stream, because he had talked about it the other day, being like, hey, to be fair to Eric, like, would he be that mad if his fans went and put taped $20 bills with bunny ears on the Marvel or DC headquarters? He probably would applaud it, or, you know, like, to be fair. And he probably would. I don't know. I can't speak for the man.
No.
But anyway, he goes on the stream. Eric July finally comes on the stream, and they get to talking about property. And Eric July explains why it's private property, and
I can't fucking wait.
yeah, here we go.
I know, but this is so confusing because you're saying there's gates on either side,
Yes.
but then you're saying that he drove through another side and got in.
So look at it like three sides, because there's nothing but fencing on the other on one side, right? So you have a fence. Look at it like this, like you got a fence, right? And then on opposite sides of that fence, right, is our building, right? You can get out, so get on the street, do whatever you need to do. There are two sides. If you went left or if you went right, there are gates on both sides. There is only one way, if you're not entering through that gate, to get into where our building is. Not everybody else's building. To get into where our building is, there's only one way to get in, not using those two gates.
So there's a way to get in without using the gate.
Correct.
Okay, but yeah, like you see the issue there, right? That there is a publicly accessible way in without a gate.
Issue as far as what?
I mean, okay, so you can have, if you have three entrances.
And what's so funny about this is Nick Rikeita likes Eric July, and like doesn't want to.
Well, that's why he continues to talk to him instead of just shutting him down like you're a fucking idiot.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so funny because he's trying to help him, and Eric July is too stupid to realize that this guy's trying to help him.
They should have talked about this before.
And dude, and I'll have a clip of it. He says, "Talk to your lawyers. Do not talk to me." Like he's trying to get him to stop.
Entrances and two gates, and one of them is just an ungated entrance to a public road. That's not fenced in. That's not gated.
Not from that side. It's not. No.
That doesn't make it private. You have to put a gate on that side. You have to surround it. What does he not understand?
So what he's saying is that there's three entrances to his property, but only one of them has no gate.
Yes. Which would not
Then
make
it's
it private.
not private then.
Because he explains, I think he explains in this next clip, but
hey, when you put up a fence in your backyard, now I know you put like a gate that you can open and close, but you actually put a gate there. You didn't just leave a hole in the fence, did you?
I think Nick brings it up in this clip, but if he doesn't, I'll talk about it. But he pretty much says, like, you don't need a reason to park in a parking lot that's publicly accessible.
Yes.
You can just park your car.
Yes.
It's it. It's a public parking spot.
The only argument that we're making when we're talking about public versus private is that it's not a storefront. There's no reason for anybody to be over there. We don't have that as our public address. There's no reason for anybody to be. That's the only position it is that we have on that.
So when you say there's no reason to be there, I'm just curious, like, and don't take this the wrong way because I'm trying to understand. What's the relevance of that?
The relevance of that, because there was no reason for him to be there.
Right, but like,
Other than
do you
just
need a
fucking-
reason to be somewhere in the U.S.?
Say what?
Do you need a reason to be somewhere in the United States?
As far as what?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
the
like,
guy went there. All right, so
I
the
sat in
only
a parking lot the other day. I didn't have a reason. I just needed a place to park.
okay.
I know he's there. I know he's there to visit your business.
Well, that's the only point it is that I'm making.
This is what I mean. He doesn't realize how stupid he sounds. He thinks he's smart.
Well, because he's for so long now, he's just been like double down, double down,
And
double
people
down.
rewarded him for it.
Right.
He made all that money with
He made
Iceland and all
shitloads. He's
those
not going to change now.
his
He
sycophantic
can't
fans.
evolve now.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
And I want to be clear. No, I think he's an idiot. I want to be honest.
No.
Why?
A psychopath showed up and he was not invited there. That's the point it is that I'm making.
Is Riley? I mean, Riley's
Yeah.
dumb, but is he a psychopath?
Yeah, something like it. I like to think he's a crazy son of a bitch for sure.
Are you scared of Riley?
I'm just gonna say I don't. I think there might be an R slur in here. I don't know if I edited it out.
No.
So that's the important thing. He asked, "Were you afraid of Riley?" He said no. Also worth noting that multiple people related to Eric July, like Yellow Flash 2, I think is his YouTube. Yellow Flash on Twitter was talking about like, "Hey man, you pull up in Texas like that, you're gonna get shot." And Nick Rikeita released a video later explaining if you are online or you have people engaging online that are your fans or you are talking about, you pull up on something like that in Texas, you'll get shot. Without thinking that person's a threat, you're in trouble legally because that's the number one thing is you have to be in fear for your life.
Right. Now, that doesn't change the fact that a lot of white people get off using that defense.
Hey, I
Because
think
our justice system is fucking broken.
Yeah.
That doesn't change the fact that
I think in general, Americans are too fucking trigger happy. Okay.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. I don't know, but I think Colorado is a stand your ground state. Or is it Texas?
Well, he's in Texas. And
Oh, okay.
And
But
I'm pretty sure it's stand your ground. Are you kidding me? It's Texas.
A stand your ground state means you can pretty much, if you walk onto my property, it doesn't matter if I think you're a threat or not. I can shoot you.
Pretty much.
And I think Colorado is too.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So this was a long stream. This was like 2 hours. And
Why do you need a reason to shoot anybody coming onto your property? Just curious.
It's a little ridiculous,
right?
What are they gonna do? Steal some shit? Oh,
Fuck
big
your
deal.
lawn. Fuck your driveway.
But is it okay to take someone's life for some profit?
No. Fuck you. Shove your stand your
Should
ground
you
up your
hey,
ass.
you know what? I have no problem with you telling him to leave.
Unless you have a gun pointed at me, then I think it's a fantastic law, and I would never do anything to denigrate it at all.
Please don't shoot me.
Yes, please don't. Would you not point that at me? If you don't have the
Sir,
safety on.
so moving on.
Listen, mostly
Moving on.
you should not have your finger
Moving
on the
on.
trigger unless you're about to fire. Can you? Oh, now I'm dead. That's how it happens.
I try to tell you to move on.
Listen, I saw in movies all the time that
This next bit of the live stream, again, this was like 2 hours, so I found some clips.
Thank God we don't have to listen to all of it. You did though, didn't you?
I listened to too much of it.
Thanks, buddy. Hey,
So there was also a charity promotion.
this is to help us
Yeah, to help you
take
to laugh
these
at Eric
fuckers
July.
down.
So there was a charity promotion that Eric July was doing that he was like selling the book at a disc Item #1 at like $17.50 or something like that. A discount
Still
price
too much,
to go to the company.
right?
So there's a whole thing where he was talking about it and people were trying to accuse him like, "Hey man, these numbers don't seem to add up. I think he's committing charity fraud." And I don't know if he is or he isn't, but
Would you put it past him?
The most funny thing again, Nick Rikeita was his friend. He's trying to help him. And he's trying to get him to not talk about this shit. But still, they have to talk about the charity shit.
Which is funny because what Eric July clearly doesn't know is that the lawyers who are prosecuting him for this or whatever.
So I'm here in Van Meter, Iowa at the Van Meter Visitor Festival.
Excuse me, sorry.
Jesus, what the fuck was...
Told you we're having technical difficulties. Damn
The
it.
best part, he doesn't understand that all the stuff that he says online can be used in his court case.
Yeah.
Against
So
him.
anyway, here we go. Here's the charity fraud.
That's why Nick is like, shut up.
Charity fraud part of the episode. Yeah, again, this is amazing.
I love it.
Yes.
The 17 that we charged, and by the way, it was not just $17, and I wish people would say that. That was not the average cost of the book.
What was the average cost?
The average cost, I think, came out to something closer to like $13 or so because we offered it in bundles.
And in this moment, Nick is like reacting like, wait a minute, what did you just say? Because he said the cost was about 13 something, which he's saying this because he's like, you need to be exact. You can't roughly estimate numbers with charity.
Let us just
So the more money it is that they got, I don't know, is there something that was confusing right there, Nick?
He dropped his head.
I didn't want to ask you these questions, man. Did you solicit a charitable donation for a book for $17 and the actual cost was $13?
That's not what it is that I said. I'm saying that's the
That's what
average.
you said. Maybe you should clarify because that's why I didn't want to ask these questions.
Okay, no, I am specifically referencing. It's like you heard nothing. It was that I said. I'm specifically referencing how much on average that the customer paid for. It was not $17.
Pause. Yeah, not $17. And in that moment, it's like, dude, stop. Again, Nick is trying to help him. He's like, stop.
He's trying to shut the hell up because all of this is being recorded by the people who are trying to fuck you up.
People are going to clip this. It's
Trying
on
to
the
bring
internet.
Yes, you idiot.
So
And
then,
it's forever, too.
Remember, this is a follow-up to the preamble. Here we are wrapping this segment up. Remember the copyright claim. ISOM copyright claim with the International School of Ministry.
Mm.
He said that Vito and Dick Masterson
Sure.
did it.
Right.
Nick asks him about it.
I know, but this is so confusing because you're saying there's gates on either side.
Oh, shit, I loaded the wrong one.
So
No.
prior to him tweeting that?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't say that he and Vito were behind that?
No.
I think your timeline might be off on that one, brother.
No, I think your timeline might be off on that one because if you
Very
watch
well
my
could
video,
be.
I never make a all I did was connect that specific email to them, the person that emailed to them. Correct.
Right. So prior to him
Right.
tweeting the people,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so my timeline's not off.
So yeah, he lied. He lied about Vito and Dick Masterson being behind it.
And he basically outed himself.
Yeah. Again, on his show in an interview with someone that likes him and is like multiple times said, "You need to talk to your lawyers. Stop talking to me." Like he's like, "No, man, throw it out there, lay it out there." And he's like, "Dude,
that's not how the law works,
no.
you idiot. It's not a cage match. You stupid alpha fuck.
This is what happens.
God.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
When you're in this echo chamber, yes men stuff. You know what I mean? Like
you get outside of it into the
can-
real world.
People accuse us on this show of being in a fucking echo chamber or something like that. I'm like, that's bullshit. I talk to a lot of diverse people of different backgrounds.
We also have real jobs.
We're not fucking, making a mediocre comic book and bitching about not everybody liking me on the internet.
Right.
And then saying, like, I don't care if they don't like me. I'm like, I don't know. You seem to be fucking thinking you can compete with Marvel and DC. Again, made a lot more money doing this than I probably ever would doing something creative.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. But
we can't afford to be in an echo chamber or act like it
I'd
because
rather
we
make
have
something-
we have real jobs, we have mortgage, we have shit that we need to like take care of. We can't just say scratch that. Like we say I say whatever I want.
There's YouTubers that are good, genuine people. That
Sure.
are making a living. I don't want to disparage that.
No. We're talking about the guys who do genuinely like live in that yes men, like
Oh yeah, like the Rippaverse
right.
goalposts.
But we can't afford to
fucking
act
Rippa
like
goalposts.
that because we're in the real world every day. This is 3 or 4 hours out of our week. Every week. For these guys, it's 24/7, dude.
It's really
Sloppy.
And to be really honest, that's how you get to that level. And we've talked about this off the air. You kind of have to make content 24/7 to get to a point where people are watching you all the time. And guess what?
Well, he's constantly live
if you
streaming
want people to watch you all the time, you kind of have to give them something to watch. So by that logic, let's do the math. If you want people to watch you all the time, which means you have to do content all the time, then you're always going to be online. And then you're just going to forget what being in the real world is like, which is when somebody's like, hey, man, stop, because they're always online. I don't even know if Eric has taken a shit without live streaming it. Like, he probably doesn't even do that.
Oh, and the reason, remember when I showed you that random thumbnail of he had with like Isom and Alan Moore?
Mm-hmm.
The reason he posts, the reason it was that because I think it was the thumbnail of his last video, because Alan Moore said he wanted all of his residuals from DC, like Watchmen and things, to go to Black Lives Matter, and he's like, oh, he's going to I don't think he called it a terrorist organization, but he pretty much said it was like, he did the like Candace Owens, it's a scandal, it's fake, it's a fraud.
So MTG today, along those lines, tweeted out some bull. I don't even know. It's fuck off. You know what I mean? She was trying to equate the dude who accidentally set the fire alarm with the January 6th insurrectionists, right?
God.
So and she said, like, she mentioned Antifa and BLM, and I replied to her and I said, "So for the last time, you fucking idiot. Antifa means anti-fascism. Are you a fascist? Oh wait,
And she's like, "Yeah, I am."
I am. You fucking idiot.
You
Don't
want to know
read-
you want to know my price?
$1 million, bitch.
And I'm firm on that.
What
Anyway.
what is MTG's dream? How does MTG's dream date with Trump end? Should be there. And then some other dude is beating your ass from behind.
Yeah. Wow.
Way off. Having sex with him.
Oh.
Come on.
Having sex with him.
Moments passed. Well,
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
I can tell you right now that if I'm really like reaching for like a thing, I'm probably wanting you to play the having sex with him drop.
at all times.
Well, no, when I'm doing that, like,
Yeah.
you know, kind of. I know the audience can't see it, but I'm basically.
Yeah, I know. Why are you doing
I'm
this?
rubbing a giant testicle.
All right. So moving on to MCU.
Oh, fuck you.
Wow, another one. It almost sounded like
Ew, fuck you. How many times a show did I say that? Exactly
to me
like
directly.
exactly like that,
I'm
too.
always
Fuck
like-
you.
What?
Fuck you.
And then I say,
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon.
Falcon.
Why does he emphasize the first?
Hey, Bruce Willis, who do you play on Smash Brothers?
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
All right. So here's another drop right from my mouth. Ah, it's the rumor mill.
Oh.
What'd you think?
Well, you went ahead and you got a little cut there. You accidentally got a little cut there on your finger from the buzzsaw.
Anyway,
From the buzzsaw.
all right, no more. Bits over. MCU, X-Men. That is where we're at. There's been rumors from the rumor mill. Saying,
Ow.
Nice. Saying that now that the strikes are over, that Marvel is actively pursuing writers for the X-Men.
Hey, Feige, we're available.
I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I thought it'd be an interesting topic of like, is this the right time? First of all, why is it taking so long? Secondly, is Deadpool 3 going to be what we think it is, and it's going to be the launch pad into bringing the X-Men into the MCU?
Probably. I'm
It
guessing.
has to be, because it's a multiverse anyway, because it's a different Wolverine.
And to be really brutally honest, I wouldn't. There's
Because if they're doing X-Men
there's
this early,
few
that's what I think.
filmmakers / producers / actors, and in all three people in all three of those categories. There's few that I would trust more than Ryan Reynolds to bring the X-Men into the MCU. He has shown unequivocally that he has a love and understanding of this character. Nobody could do Deadpool like he does.
And you know what else?
Huh.
That movie has a lot of...
Pew pew quip. Pew pew quip.
Anyway, you're just staring at me like, you son of a...
What?
What'd you say?
It was all pew pew quips.
No, and I think that's just an interesting approach to have Deadpool kind of being on the outskirts towards the end of the Fox X-Men stuff, but then being the thing that bridges the gap between them, which is kind of cool. And that's what, if this rumor is true, that's what that points to me. Because why else? Because, I mean, Fantastic Four is, 2025 now, I think? It got delayed another year or something like that. I have fucking no idea with these movies anymore.
I'm excited for it, but...
But I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to do that. It's also kind of been shocking how long it's taken, because they've had the IP for
2000
for 6 years now, since 2017 I think is when they got the Fox rights. So they've had it for a while, but I'm glad that they took their time and tried to figure out a way to bring it in.
Feige made it clear almost immediately after that deal went through. I don't know if you remember this. I don't think we talked about it because we haven't been doing it that long.
Yeah. I don't know if we've kind of touched this topic before because we've talked about this and Fantastic Four as well.
Right, but it was very clear. He made it clear, like, hey, X-Men, Fantastic Four ain't coming anytime soon. Okay, we are gonna do this right. The X-Men stuff from Fox was mostly good. The Fantastic Four was mostly bad, and we want to make sure that both of those IPs, when we integrate them into the MCU, that they are done correctly and with reverence, like all of our IPs in the MCU. He made that very clear. He's like, dude, I'm not even close to jumping on that. Wasn't he still? When did Endgame come out?
2019.
Dude, he was like right in the middle of all that shit. So he was like, no, we're not doing anything until at least after that.
Yeah.
And don't be in a hurry for it, because you know what? If we hurry it up, it'll suck.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to suck.
Again,
I'm tired of seeing sucky X-Men movies.
Again, this is coming from like a what if perspective of like if this rumor is true. I don't necessarily think it is true. I still think we're a few years off before we get X-Men.
You think?
I think it's really going to depend on Deadpool 3, because
Well, it feels like phase. Okay, so we're supposedly in phase 5 now, right? Because phase 4 ended with Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
Okay, well, let me just say this. And maybe again, I'm having my perspective is skewed by looking back on it, and it's been so many years now. We're talking 12 years now of this stuff. But it seemed to me that there were quicker payoffs in the first 3 phases, right? Didn't it seem like that? And maybe it's because of all the extra shows that there's more content that it feels like that.
I think that's the big problem is
do you think is that why I feel like the payoffs are not coming fast enough?
Dude, I think it's the same problem with Star Wars. And
do you feel like
Hold
that?
on.
Sorry.
I'm that's what I'm trying to say.
Answer the next one
TV
already.
shows are bogging the product down.
Yeah. They kind of are.
Because Wakanda Forever I really liked Loki season 1. Apparently IGN gave it a 5 out of 10 the first episode of season 2, so that's not looking great, but I'm going to watch it either way. I don't care. But again, actors can't promote shit, so I'm like, "Oh, that's coming out this week. Whoops. Guess we'll talk about it next week." But
well, we don't do our show on Thursday, so fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Nice. But it's like, again, and we're not going to beat a dead horse. You and I, our minds changed after the finale of Moon Knight. Miss Marvel was fine.
Miss Marvel was fun, but necessary? Not.
It should have been more than 6 episodes. That's the big problem. But
you shouldn't force that into like a certain number of episodes. And let me make this clear. When I say it was fun, but was it necessary? I'm speaking simply for myself. I am aware of the fact, and I love the fact that there are people out there of Pakistan and Afghanistan, culture that are like, sweet. That was cool to see myself represented in popular media. For that reason, yes, I think it was necessary. But the story itself, it was necessary because what was it called? The Great Schism?
I think so, yeah.
But I don't think I knew anything about that.
But that's another problem too, Tyler.
Right.
I can remember a lot of things from these MCU movies.
Mm.
I can't remember hardly anything from the shows.
Well, because there's so many of them.
I've said it on the show already. In a perfect world, Endgame would have been it, and we would have just waited 5 or 6, 7 years, and then just do a new one. Because you're going to do that anyway.
And start with Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four like the comics did.
I think that you would have to do a whole new cast because we've already been so picky and choose Patrick Stewart's not going to do it. The man is getting up there in age. That was just a one-time thing with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
James McAvoy maybe, but again, it's going to be confusing because then it's like, well, the Fox universe was existing this whole time, but it was just in a different timeline. We just pulled that timeline.
Well, it depends on how they do it.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I would say that if I were to bet,
Feige, we're available.
The strike's over. We're not
ready.
scams.
We're scabbing it up tonight.
No, we're not. The strike's over.
No, what?
The writer strike's over.
Scabbing it up.
The actors isn't over yet.
Yeah. They're going to cave too. They're going to have to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can have all these writers, but who's going to act?
I will. We'll have AI actors. Oh, yeah? Like that Toronto Blue Jays thing that you made out of AI? That
Also,
was horrifying.
Fun fact about that with the WGA strike. Remember 5 months ago, they're like, there's no way, we can't eat. Our companies can't survive. So now, also, we saw Netflix is doing a price hike because of the writer's strike.
Fuck you.
I fucking hate capitalism.
Why the fuck do you think
hate
I'm
this
not
so
getting
much.
Netflix? I don't give a shit what's on Netflix. You fucking ruined it, Netflix. You fucking ruined it. I don't give a shit. I'm never going to watch anything unless you put it on a DVD and I can rent it somewhere or something.
Or I can, yeah, I don't know. I'm really debating it now because I'm starting to think about.
They cancel their shows right when they get good so they don't have to pay their those people.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Where the fuck do you get your goddamn DVD
know
delivery service?
You
Get
know what,
off your
Tyler?
fucking horse. Yeah.
Why is it not working?
Ew, fuck you.
Yeah, they get
pretty much
those dicks. But I'm excited if that is true because, as someone who hasn't been,
fuck you.
as someone who hasn't been a big X-Men fan,
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I just haven't found the right books. I don't know. Give me some X-Men books to read. Maybe I can find them on Comixology.
Yeah, let me think about it.
I think they have the Ultimate X-Men on there. I was wrong.
See, I never read that.
I was
Ultimate
wrong.
Shit.
That's Grant Morrison, I think.
That's fine. I never read any of that. No, Grant Morrison wrote the actual X-Men, not Ultimate X-Men.
It wasn't. I said it was Whedon, but I don't think it was Whedon. Whedon didn't do Ultimate.
No, Grant Morrison did have a stint writing the X-Men, but it was not Ultimate X-Men.
All right.
It was not in the Ultimates
Shut up,
universe.
man.
Well, no, it's just I largely frown on the Ultimates shit, except for like Miles Morales.
Because everything with Spider-Man sucked. It was good
Everything
for a while.
about it sucked, really. I mean, it was basically like, how can we fuck this up? The idea was how can we make our how can we reboot our universe without rebooting it? Like, how can we take the Marvel universe and change it slightly, ever so slightly, so it's different,
So it's new
but it's
for a new
still
generation.
familiar? Exactly, right?
That's DC's did it with those Earth 1
Right,
books.
but Marvel was smart. They were like, what if this really fucking blows? Let's go ahead and do this, but say it's a parallel different universe.
It's Peter Parker, but
We'll
it's a different
keep
Peter
all
Parker.
of the stuff
this
over
is
here.
616. This is the
this
ultimate.
is still Steve Rogers, Captain America, but he's the Red Skull's dad over here.
Whoa.
What? Did you read any of that stuff?
The ultimate Captain America stuff? No.
Yeah, he like somehow they made it so that he's Red Skull's dad.
What?
Yeah, I know. Fuck off. No, but DC was dumb about it. They were like, we're gonna redo everything, and like, what if it sucks and you're fired? And a couple months later,
we've had discussions about how
the
I feel
publisher
about continuity.
a couple months later, the publisher was like, this sucks. Why did we do this?
Tyler.
What about the guy who got fired that you fired that said to you, that what if this sucks? Then you fired him. Oh, well, I don't care. I'm CEO of fucking Warner Brothers. I'm
just gonna start.
I'm a nut job. What's this? Are we done? I fucking sing it.
Seriously, I don't have any words for this part of the song.
Now you can talk. All right.
I fucking sang it. I could sing it all over it if I want. It's my song.
So you went to Van Meter. It was
did.
a visitor. What was it? A con? What
I did.
was it? Tell me what it was.
So the Van
Talk to
Meter.
me. I don't know why I went like classic radio. Like,
Tell
tell me
a
your story. Tell
In
our
your-
American stories.
In your own words, tell us what was that
I'm
like?
Lee Habib, and this is our American stories.
We both worked at WHO. So Van Meter is a town in Iowa, and apparently back in the 1800s, this Carter and John Ira Thomas, my brother Carter and John Ira Thomas from Candlelight Press, been around more than a decade, over 10 years.
Whoop, whoop.
But
I don't know why I did the Juggalo thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. No, but I think we talked about it at some point during this, and they told me like some stories, and I was just like, it just didn't click with me. It was like, I'm not really into cryptids like that.
I know. I probably would have loved this. I love cryptids.
There was a gigantic inflatable Mothman out front. Did I send you the picture of it?
Yeah.
We'll put that on the maybe on the thumbnail.
No.
No.
I gotta make a off-panel off
fuck
road.
you.
I gotta make a little bus and put off-panel off-road on it.
I like it, man. I like it. But you had stuff going on, so I went out there and I sat and talked with Carter and John Ira Thomas for a while about the Hour of the Gun and Tombstone and the similarities and differences between the two of them.
So you didn't talk about anything to do with the thing that you were at?
I think at one point we did, but aren't we called off-panel, off-topic?
I mean, all right, I'll play the clip, but all right.
So we're sitting with Carter Allen and John Ira Thomas of Candlelight Press at the Van Meter Visitor Festival, and we're talking about a movie called Hour of the Gun with John.
Yep.
And so you had something to say about Jason Robards.
He's the scariest Doc Holliday, bar none.
Okay.
He absolutely. I mean, just for the terrifying aspect of it.
The fair, I'll give you that in the respect that Val Kilmer's kind of dead-eyed, and Robards has more of a personality, if you will. Val Kilmer's more like, check out this handkerchief, and I'm your Huckleberry, you know.
Right.
But Robards is like, hey, listen, I'm going to make some jokes about your little election there on the way out of the courtroom where you almost got, tried and convicted for murder of the Clantons.
Well, and Robards, you can tell by the way Robards acts, that character wants to kill somebody.
Yes. Yeah, the whole courtroom scene where he's like, well, how many have you killed? And he's like, well, what's the point, whether it was in war or not? Like, I mean, I've done it. Like on the stand. Yeah, it was because of a gambling debt. Really? Couldn't you? Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, because he just seems so totally out of F's. I mean, he's just like,
I don't care.
Nothing left to give you.
I've been a dentist, man. What do you expect from me?
The Old West.
There's more gold there in their pockets than in their teeth. Wow, that's dark. So thank you, John and Carter. We're at the Van Meter Visitor Festival.
Yeah. So speaking of Jason Robards.
Yes.
And
because we should be.
Well,
often.
So in Way of the Gun, right? So
yes.
now I'm going to
Hour of the Gun.
Hour of the Gun.
Yeah.
So in the day after.
Yes. Yeah.
Jason Robards.
Yeah.
Now I think I misidentifying him, but he was or was not the guy that had the stocked farm.
Yeah.
That had the family, right?
Yeah.
And so, no, it wasn't Jason Robards.
Oh, no, it was the guy from Northern Exposure that was the farmer.
That's right.
Yeah.
So he
was the guy with the really hot young girlfriend?
Yes.
So he
did a lot of stuff I've found. What's his name? We'll figure it out.
He's a really great example of how I think people that do like prepping are like. I always point to the example at the end of that movie, the day after, because he walks up to the drifters that are outside and they shoot him. And they take his stuff. It's like, well, you just collected all your fabulous stuff in one place where they can find it.
Yeah.
So your little compound is going to last all of like 2 seconds the second somebody organized it.
Well, anyway, that's why you have to have. We're. I love how this conversation is devolving into this topic. You have to have camouflage. Like, you have to have it like underground somewhere,
right.
And you have to have like the entrances and exits are like very well monitored with a camera of some sort. Hey, thanks to Ring, if the apocalypse happens, but without the EMP, we can just use little rings, little Ring telephone, little doorbells on our entrances and exits to our apocalyptic compounds.
Again, the problem becomes that unless
which is almost never going to happen.
Unless you have a castle,
right?
You're doomed. true.
But here's the problem. Now you're just describing Dungeons and Dragons modules.
I know. Yeah, and that's no
Here's
good.
my pile of treasure. Here are my monsters. Here are my sensors. And yet, here come these jerks.
Yeah. Well, that's
your party happens upon a tree stump that looks suspiciously fake.
Yeah.
What should you do? Well, ring the doorbell. There's a doorbell right there. Are you kidding me, guys? There's a doorbell. Yeah, well, we thought the ring would just help. There was no EMP. We thought it was nuclear.
This one part of the forest is very well kept.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like somebody mowed it,
like carpet.
Yeah,
almost.
The elves here, it's like Silicon Valley, this area of the woods compared to the rest of the woods. Like they have all the stuff, and the rest of them are just like still wiping their butts with leaves and stuff.
And the sushi costs too much.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would say that
sleeping in their cars.
The one thing I'll give Kirkman credit for, in terms of like the depiction of the zombie apocalypse, is that there is a level of like you're going to have to get some people that are going to get together, and be unsavory, because that's kind of how it's going to be, right?
Right. Well, it's the true test of survival of the fittest, and there's a lot of jerks in this world who are just waiting for that moment to be like, girl.
So it's the Dawn of the Dead thing too. I mean, the Marauders are obviously going to go to malls.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Well, that's true.
There's no malls.
We've outlived that metaphor.
They're going to go to the Amazon warehouse.
That's a good one.
Every place has one of those now.
Really, where you would recast Dawn of the Dead as an Amazon warehouse at this point.
Well, we're going to stop before we give away our awesome idea for the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
So back to Jason Robards.
Yeah. So Robards. Yeah.
So
because I was taken aback by how many things were similar in the respect. Okay, so first of all, William, I can't remember his name. He was in Avatar. He was in Manhunter. He's the reporter. No, the reporter in Manhunter. He's been in a ton. Quidditch. Yeah, William Goldsmith. No.
You're talking about. No,
anyway.
He's the reporter from Manhunter.
Oh.
He's been in a ton of stuff. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's in all of those. He's in a lot lot of Michael Mann movies.
Yes. Yeah.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang. Okay, so Stephen Lang.
Yeah, there it
is he? Okay, so I looked up Tombstone because again I'm a big fan and I wanted to see some of the parallels. So Ike Clanton is played by Robert Henry in Hour of the Gun. Who is a big actor at the time, I guess. I've never heard of him. But he's like the big leader and everything. And Stephen Lang, who is largely a side character and drunk all the time, is the guy who plays Ike Clanton in Tombstone. Yeah. So and there is no Johnny Ringo as far as I can see.
No.
But there's little parallels about... It's just interesting to me how the two movies got a lot of things the same. Example, walking down the middle of Tombstone with Murdered on the Streets of Tombstone by, Wyatt Earp or whatever. They had that too in this movie and everything. Just a lot of similarities, but also for that time, it was really well done, the shootout of the OK Corral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the director,
which starts the movie, is kind of interesting.
Well,
too.
yeah, the director of Hour of the Gun is John Sturges, who did The Great Escape.
Right.
And he has a very low opinion of Wyatt Earp.
And
that comes through in Hour of the Gun.
Yes, it does.
Because he basically sees it as a murder.
Yeah.
And so that's really where all your differences are coming from. Is Sturges taking a much darker view of the whole thing.
Right. And a lot of courtroom drama, which is interesting. But the best part, my favorite part, I think, is that the judge kind of becomes this kind of comedic character almost. Because like throughout the movie, they just keep going back to the courtroom. And the judge is like, hey, like the second time they're there, he's like, well, you can tell when he's not happy about the verdict or he's excited about it. And he's like, well, you just need more evidence. Dang it. Like come back when, it's like, who is this guy? And he's been in a ton of stuff too. He was the dad in some sitcom somewhere. But I just thought it was funny that he just shows up every once in a while. Like, well, nope. Thanks. We'll see you next week when you got another murder. God, you guys got to calm down, the F down, really bad. So.
Well, one of the things in Hour of the Gun one of the scenes I like the most is when James Garner goes and gets Jason Robards from the asylum.
Yeah,
that's a pretty grim talk they have.
Yeah, Yeah, that's and Robards is he's a lot more well-rounded of character, which Val Kilmer didn't do a bad job.
No.
But Robards did a better job.
Yeah.
Is really the way to put it. What were you saying?
Robards made a person and Kilmer made an icon.
Yes. What were you saying?
Well, no, I was just going to say, I think if you're talking about into the, Doc Holidayverse, right?
Yeah.
One of the people you have to bring into the conversation is Dennis Quaid.
He played him in Wyatt Earp.
Right, Wyatt Earp. Now, see, here's the thing.
Which is a parallel production, interestingly enough, of Tombstone.
Yeah. So you could have had, he had the physicality of somebody who has tuberculosis.
Yes.
He lost so much weight, it almost killed him. Yeah. Dennis, yeah.
However, so I think that in terms of like keeping score at home, modern Wyatt or Doc Holliday. So I think Kilmer gets the edge because of performance, charisma, right? But
he
does gets for committing to the role physically.
Yeah. And Robards just stands above all of them.
So if we're talking like Frankensteining it together, right? So if you could have had Quaid's physicality and Kilmer's performance, you would have had Robards beat.
Yes, you would.
So it's kind of like.
The trick with Jason Robards is he's one of those actors that has automatic authenticity.
Right.
So if he shows up and he says, I'm Wyatt, or I'm Doc Holliday, you go, fine. If he shows up and says, I'm from Mars, you're like, fine, let's roll with it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you're Jason Robards. I believe anything you say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's there are interesting. I just thought it was interesting to see two movies that are basically based on the same thing, and all the similarities and whatnot that were about it.
The other one you should watch is John Ford's take on it, My Darling Clementine.
Okay. Yeah, I like me some John Ford. So let's turn it back before we go to the actual reason we're here.
Oh yes.
Because I could talk about Tombstone all day long, but so
what do you want on your Tombstone?
What do you want on your Tombstone? Pepperoni, please. No, not that Tombstone. So the Visitor, is this the first time you guys have done this?
No, this is our second year.
Okay, and the second year for you too.
Yep. Yeah.
So what is? Tell me about the story, because I know there's a story behind it.
Well,
it's there's been a lot of cryptid sightings here in Van Meter.
So for your listeners at home, picture, if you will, early 1900s.
Oh my God.
Van Meter Island.
Yes.
Late one fall evening.
Somebody is drunk.
Possibly. I don't know. There was a large creature.
Yes.
That kind of a pterodactyl.
I call him a trout-shouldered pterodactyl.
Trout-shouldered,
like.
trout-shouldered like it.
Yeah, just kind of.
Hey. Oh, what's up, man?
Thank you.
Sticker break.
Sweet. Sticker break.
Where's the alien one? I'll give you a Bigfoot or an alien.
Nice. Thank you. Here, I'll let you have the Jesus.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Can I have the Bigfoot?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. We're big fans of Bigfoot over at Off Panel Off Topic. Okay, so 1900s.
There he is. There's the picture right there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So anyway, so spook some of the locals.
That's a footprint that they left, that they have a cast of over there.
Oh my God, I see that. Take a picture of
Somebody
the podcast.
got a shot off, hit it. It turns out that there was two creatures. Two.
Yeah.
And they skedaddled into a local mine, and then that's where they've been
ever since.
That's it. I mean, there's.
So, second question: do you believe in the Van Meter Visitor?
I would not say not no.
Okay. You're not gonna say no?
I'm not gonna say no.
Okay. How about you, John?
I think it believes in me.
Nice. See, I love the non-committal answers that were also very succinct and to the point. I really know what I'm getting with.
Well,
no, I like them. It's a good way to say no without saying no.
I don't want to say no.
I'm not going to say no.
Because, that's what brings him back.
Right. Because, right? Isn't that how the old gods died out? Because nobody believed in them anymore?
It's because I had bad PR.
No kidding, man. Well, look, when you're legends, yeah, they're just not that good anymore in the lens of the modern age. All right, so this is Tyler signing off with John Ira Thomas and Carter Allen at the Van Meter Visitor Festival, and a special bonus episode of Off Panel Off Topic. We'll check you guys later.
Like the drop.
Well, I do too. I'm gonna have to listen to that again. So that's it.
That's it, man.
Another
episode in the sack.
I seriously don't remember, because what we did was we we pasted it in. And I'm going to have to listen to the episode again so I can remember what the interview was like. Because I know we talked about movies.
Do you want to try and do a quick one, or do we want to just save it? Because we're at about an hour and a half.
We're good.
All right.
Yeah, we got a good, solid episode.
Talk to you.
Honestly, well, you know, let me just talk about one thing. It doesn't have to be a long box. I watched TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah?
Loved it.
Good.
I really liked it.
Good, yeah.
And I got a problem.
What?
Remember when it came out and there were all these adults talking about how unattractive April O'Neil was?
She's a teenager? Oh.
Yeah, about halfway through the movie, I'm watching this and I'm like, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me. It's just really well animated and it's real people and it's caricatures of real people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not real people, you know, it's animated, right? But then I start realizing that all these people were going crazy because this teenager wasn't attractive enough.
Yeah.
Yikes. And then it just basically makes all of them real creepy, doesn't it? Yeah. If you already didn't think they were creepy, now you do. That's all I wanted to say. But I really loved it. It was a great movie and it was cool. Yeah, Ice Cube was good.
What a review. You're all pedos. I like this movie.
Off Panel Off Topic with Jake and Tyler.